What is up, my YouTube friends? Jess here with Just Man Sports Cards. Basically, going to do like a weekly sports cap, like what I've been buying. This is probably the last 6 to 8 weeks, so about 2 months worth. Um, yeah, and if you haven't watched the channel, I mainly buy goats. It's mainly '90s stuff. I do venture out of the '90s and into some other stuff. And here's an example of that. 2009. These are all numbered. The blue version, Bowman Blue. And this is Curry's rookie year. This was like $2. So it's hard to find like anything above a PSA 7 in these. Jam pack. This looked pretty clean from the listing. I looked it over. It still looks pretty clean. The only thing I can really find is that little white spot right there. But nines of these do close to 100. This edge is a little white, so this is probably an 8. So I think I paid $2-3 for this with shipping. So if I pay 15 to grade it and it gets an 8, that's cheaper than me buying it. Julius Erving, one of my PCs. So this is, I forget what year this is, 2014, numbered 99, standard thickness. The card went for $1, and then it was $4 shipping, so $5. Cool pose. I thought it was a good deal for $5. Cream. It's a Prism. It's 2014, 2015. I think other people collect these besides player collectors. So if you want them, they're fairly rare. This was a little over $20. A great card, cool card. Irving, this is 13 or 15. 15, numbered to 350. This was about $5-6. Pretty centered. You saw some white stuff on the back, so it's probably an 8 or a 9. Gallery of Heroes, Ray Allen. Basketballs don't pop up too often. This was 15 delivered. I got 2 of these through a Facebook group. I forget, they were like $7 a piece delivered. You might think I'm crazy, but like a PSA 10 of this goes for $300 to $500. That surface looks a little jacked there. I haven't pulled them out of the baggies yet, so it might be the baggies. Spectra, these are thick cards. Gorgeous cards. It was a little cheaper than $10, and they're numbered on 99. I think it was like $6. Yeah, it was probably close to 10 after delivery. So I'm cool with that. We'll get in the graded stuff. I typically go by year. I'll just do it like this for now. Platinum. I've talked about these before. It's 1 per box, and then there's like 200 cards on the set, so it takes you about 200 boxes to hit one of these. This was like $50, so $50 for a Jordan where it takes you 200 boxes to hit it. It's like a no-brainer. Another 95 Rising Stars. This is foil. This is an 8's a tough to get on this. It's like $20-25. There's a gold medallion version. A 7 just sold. I was bidding, but there was 2 people that outbid me. Went a little higher than I thought, but in retrospect, I probably just should have paid up and grabbed it. But who knows? They would have maybe still gone higher than me. These are beautiful cards. Rising Stars. I had tried to grade one of these before, and I got like a 5 or a 6. Starting lineup. So it came with the action figure. I bought the boxes. The boxes it's going to cost you like $15 to get your hands on one, and then to get a good clean copy. This was $40. So To me, that was cheap for someone doing all the work. High Hopes, 1 per 18 packs. So you get 1 or 2 of these in a box. And then it would take you like, so it's like 1 per 8 boxes. One of my favorite Garnett's rookies. I think these are slept on, just for how cool they are and how rare they are. This is one of the cleanest 8s I've ever seen. I mean, a little white there and a little white there. So I guess that's an 8, but if you know this card, this is a solid 8. I got this for like $11 delivered, so cheaper than you can slab it. High Risers. I'm a fan of this. This went cheaper than basically what you can buy a raw engraving for. So when it hits a certain price on the 8s and 9s, I will jump in as a buyer. Gold Medallion. There's a Series 1 and Series 2. The Series 1 is ridiculously short printed. It's like a super short print. I think there's less than 100 for each player, maybe 150 or something like that. The Jordan goes for crazy. The Kobe goes for crazy. This Iverson wasn't cheap, but and then I'll say G82 here. That's the main thing you have to look for. This should look a little different here, but it's a little harder to catch. The main thing is the G on the back. So an Iverson with a pop of under 150, you don't see these pop up. You see the Kobe's pop up, and they go for top dollar. 8. This is like under $10, or like 10, 11, $12. Kind of looks like the blank slate. I can never make them look as great as they do in hand. NBA 50th. It took me a while to figure this out, but these came in the tops, but they're rarer than the tops chrome. So, and people are starting to pick up on that, especially the Kobe collectors. So these are starting to go more than the chrome sometimes. And this one snuck through. People don't always watch Ray Allen auctions, but I'll pick up his rare stuff from his rookie year. These are like 1 in 180 packs. A 9. It's a really clean front and a really clean back, which is hard to see. There's some white there, but I would definitely call this a soft 9 because the centering is pretty bad, top to bottom, left to right. I would call this an 8. So there's not many of these out there. Kobe's in the set. That's the only main other rookie. Metal Edge, 1 per box. There's like 15 cards in it, so it's like 10 or 15 boxes. This is like $60. And people pay way more for Kobe's way more higher pop stuff. These are foiled, really easy to damage. I overpaid a little bit for this one. It was in an auction, and then the auction went a little higher than actually 2 are listed at buy it nows. I would go back and hit the buy it nows now. I didn't pay much over, but starting lineup, these are pretty low pop too. Came with the action figure. It's not pack pulled, so some people have different opinions on that, but to each their own. A 9. These bounce around on the auctions. I got this for like $18, but sometimes they go for more than 60. Gorgeous card. I don't know what happened. Sometimes with certain auctions, it's just like it's hard to tell what happened. So continuing with the years, Timmy, Gold Medallion. I feel like these are cheap compared to the 9s. So good value in my opinion. Silver's an actual silver. This has got to be silver. A lot of times they mislabel them, and this is like blue down here. And these do not pop up that often. I watch, and it's weird that really like two popped up within 2 months of each other. That's rare that happens, but I've been picking up more Timmy. I've bid on different grades of this card probably 5 or 6 times, and I've always lost. And then just with the market correction, it's like I got this one for cheaper than like I've bid on all the other ones, and it's like a higher grade in some cases. I mean, who knows what it would get in a PSA? It looks like a service issue there. No, that's on the case. Yeah. So it's not on the card. It looks like it's on the card, but I just looked. It's not. So I have this. I have the Jerry Rice, and I have like a common. I forget who it is. It's not a Hall of Famer, and I paid like $20 for that one. The Jerry Rice I paid big money for, but you can go look up how much you pay for this. I love this card. That hunt's been for more than a year. Dan Marino. I collect a little bit of his stuff, and I don't always show it, but this is $11 shipped. I don't. Paul Pierce, Ionics. It's kind of like a short print rookie. It's like 15. These are like 15, $20. I think these are gorgeous. This search has been years. Class of 98. I own 2 Dirks. It's numbered to 500. The Pierces don't pop up as much for whatever reason. I don't. Jason Williams is another big rookie in the set. To me, this is kind of like the go-to rookie card of 1998. Just like the coolest looking, serial numbered, from a great set, Flair. So this is not leaving anytime soon. Gold medallions. I've been paying a little more attention to these, but I've been paying attention to the picture and player, obviously. So Tim, Shaq, 98, a second year card for Timmy. The back. Like I said, this is the 8 Kobe. It's the next year, 99. And then this has got Tim, and then it's got Kobe. So I think that's. And these look like as you move it, it gets like more gold, so you can't. So to me, the 99 is a little better design. They cut it kind of far down. I think they cut it like. Sometimes raws of these go for quite a bit. You can kind of see what an 8 needs to look like. So sometimes people pay for more for the raw than like what 8s go for, and 8s are not easy to get in that. So this is going to seem kind of like a random, but it was DC Sports 87 or something. Sometimes they have like chunks of similar cards. So if I see a card that I really want to get, and then they have like, it seems like someone submitted like similar cards. What was the other card that I got? So it was another card I showed. I knew I was going after this one and I was going to win it. $13. Number to 99. Just a sick card. Skyhook. So then shipping just becomes 50 cents more. So like this normally would have been like $10, but because you would have to bid like $6, $7, $8 plus the $5 to ship it. But that wasn't the case because I knew I was going to win that one. So then this was 50 cent shipping. So this was like $6. Topps redemption. The Topps redemptions are pretty sought after cards for 95 and 96. 97 too. And 98. I guess it's most years. Blue, this is the parallel of the base. You don't see these actually pop up that much. This is like $10, $10, $10, and then that was more. There was another card. I think it was another Ray I showed or something like that. So I just grouped them all, and I got some Hall of Famer rookie cards for under $10. Oops. The double, I talked about these before. I think people are sleeping on them. 9 is really hard grade to get. These are serial number to 2500. If you look at the SP or the SPX, I think it is, same serial number goes for like 2 to 3 times this card does, and not near as good as photo. So this is a sick card to me. Kind of looks like an old not AirPod, but like Discman type of thing. This was cheap too, like $15 after shipping. Second year. If you've been watching the channel, I've slowly been working on the Magic Johnson refractor run. You don't always see certain ones pop up a lot more than other ones don't. This one doesn't pop up that much. It makes sense. It's out of 99. 07, so that's Garnett's year. Not Garnett. I always get that. Durant's year. So, sick card. Julius. I'm kind of working on this run. You saw the one raw of it. And to finish out, let me know what your favorite card's been so far. Yeah, and if I'm just a collector, so I'm buying during whatever kind of market cycle it is here. My opinion's slowly changing on him. Maybe that's because he's having a better season, but it seems like he's being a little more just about basketball and not about all the other stuff, which is, I think it just makes the athlete a little more likable, depending on how they're being. Just the etching and everything. These white prisms, I might try to pick up some other players in it from 18 and maybe some other sports too. I think most of them are numbered. This one's to 149. Just a cool card. This is what I love sometimes. Like you see it and then you get it in hand and you're just like, man, it's even cooler than you're expecting. Anyways, hope everyone's well. It's a loaded football, and then we'll start the playoffs soon. And hope everyone's doing well. Later.